Hi guys, Andy speaking, and welcome to the Untrue Geordie episode number 2. We left off last episode just selling a few players and bringing in the youngster. So let's crack on and see where we get to next. No game started yet. I've got a few physios in, some coaches on the way. We'll adjust them soon, and then hopefully we'll get up to the games very quickly. Like I said, I'm going to try and keep the video short. But they will be coming out fairly regular because I generally play for a few hours at a time. But I found some on a lot of my videos that are quite long. Some people have said, "Oh, could you do them shorter?" So I'm going to try and keep these ones short, but there probably just would be a lot more of them. So whether that's good or not, we'll see. But yeah, uh, wasn't sure what to call this storyline, to be honest. But I watch a lot of YouTube. Big fan of the Brian, the True Geordie. So a bit of homage to him in the Untrue Geordie headline. I'm gonna put it on Twitter and send it to him, see if he actually sees it. Probably won't, but yeah, hopefully it goes well and it's like worth watching. But yeah, I'm playing around. I'm not gonna do iodine or any of the broken tactics, or I'm not gonna go attacking. So yeah, hopefully it goes well. So Hoslu's gone. It's not great money, but it's not bad money. Marisic in, great in the reserves. Let's check him for injuries. Yedlin, yeah, that's decent. Happy with that. Moreno, yeah. Freebie, he's not bad. Again, not good enough for what we want. Let's just double check he's not in no training. That's fine. How long you? I didn't. Did I even recheck his physio? Nah, he's fine. Okay, cool. 22nd to the 7th. Am I waiting on many others? I'm waiting on another coach, I think. Yeah, the only downside, as I said previously, about you're not going to be able to afford them, guys. Do you know what? That's just I'm going to do that. I don't care if people don't offer it, but if they come in for less, hopefully will be better than what they're offering right now. Yeah, Yedlin. Yeah, you probably won't believe the money I've got. Newcastle fans, I've got 33 million, 50 million in the bank to spend. I see that he'd be a great signing, but I'm not paying silly money. And he'd need a work permit, but I'm hoping because it's early doors he'll get one. Um, Dada is a really good player, but he needs to develop. There are some really good players on this list. He's not a bad player either. Good work rate, technique, determination. He could play. He's more of a central midfielder in my mind because he lacks the flair, maybe, and a few other stats to play wing. And the work rate's really useful in the middle. I'm wondering why, because Udinese aren't a bad team. I wonder if he's available on the cheap. I know they have another guy I've signed a couple of times. It kind of lets me down. Him. I'm not going to sign him this time. We can offer for Dada as well. But again, we're not offering what he's worth because he is on loan. Players normally on loan don't like being on loan, and you can offer silly money and generally sometimes get it accepted. Desart is interested, right? What we're going to do is we're going to get this kid and throw him in the reserves for a year and see how he develops. Yusuf Malumbu, see, this is what he's got some nice stats. He could come in and do a decent job for a year in holding midfield as an option. I might try that just as a stopgap. He's freebie, so it's not like I normally wouldn't sign older players, but for free for a year or two, why not? Do you know what I mean? He wants a 3-year contract. That's fine. I'll probably sell it at the end of a couple of years, and that may do the job. Give us time to develop some players ourselves. I'll put those bids in. I doubt they'll be accepted. And like I said, I'd like to sign players if they're not ready to come in the first team. I don't really want to sign them unless they're youngsters who I can develop. So that's kind of my theory. with a lot of this, and and because I don't play attacking, they're not going to get great ratings every game, so they really need to be able to hit the ground running. Shelby's a star man, which is I get because he's probably got a really high reputation, but with his work rate, determination, and balance, he'll play, but it'll be squad rotation. Yeah, didn't think so. Was quite a low bid. I'll do one last one of his actual asking price. I could probably get him for like 10, 12 million, but again, nah, I don't want no friendlies. Sorry, Leeds. Are we missing out on a coach? I swear I had another coach coming. I've got the goalkeeping coach, defensive. Oh yeah, yeah, the ex-Liverpool coach who's actually a scout in this. Brian Brian Flynn. Pretty sure I'm right with that. Yeah, he's going to come as a tactical coach. Okay, that's a shame. Sometimes you can get him really early for very little money, but he's not a bad player at all, that guy. So we're going to do this. No, no. Yes, sorry, that one, yes. I'll take you off that, right. Yeah, good, good, good. More money in for a player we're not going to use. Just trying to think of any really good young strikers that you can get early door. I don't think there are any that you can get really cheap early doors that become world class because a lot of the best youngsters in this game, yeah, fair enough, mate, have already got pre-arranged contracts. So if I show you, because the amount of players that have players clubs have these days, uh, about they couldn't fit every youngster they own. Like someone like Chelsea is a good example. So what they've done is pre-arranged transfers for these youngsters to turn up at their clubs in a year or two or three's time. So you do get the youngsters that are in your academies in real life, but some of them won't turn up. And someone like Callum Hudson-Odoi is one of the best young strikers in the game eventually, but he develops much better than this, trust me. Yeah, so you can't sign them at all because they're pre-arranged to go to their parent clubs, if you like. Liverpool, same. Someone like Rhian Brewster, who's a decent prospect. He's not. He's got some random stats that haven't turned out too great this time, but yeah, Man City have a load as well, as do all the others. So yeah, you don't really find as many shrewd kids. You have to keep your eye out. Some develop good, sometimes some don't. But there's so far I haven't seen like the 500,000 or £1 million striker he's signing is phenomenal from the start. You just won't get that. Even though you can get, I know it sounds silly, he's not a kid, but Charlie Austin normally can get for about 6 million in this, who does a good job. Really? He's transfer listed now. But look at the teams: Madrid, Atletico, Valencia, Spanish clubs. The odds of me getting him over a Spanish club is quite unlikely. If I get him as well, he'll fight with the army for a place. I don't know, maybe Colback that goes. Colback's got some nice stats, but Shelby's much more creative. Yeah, we'll have to see. I like Dada. In one of the other updates, you can guarantee he was going to be a solid player, but in this one, he, he is good, but he does lack a bit of off the ball. He's not the tallest, which doesn't matter in the formation I'm playing, but he does have some lovely stats. And considering we're not going to be favourites for a lot of the games we play in, we might need someone with that work rate and tackling. But I do have the army for that, to be fair. I don't know. Some Newcastle fans may not rate the army, but in this he's pretty useful. So we shall see. Yeah, I'm not too displeased with the first team, if I'm honest. I mean, it's not world class, obviously, but I think it's going to do a pretty decent enough job. I'm pleased to get that geezer back off loan. Sells. I think he's going to be a really. I want to look at because I've bought some people back off loan and called people up. So let's double check the. Yeah, the right back. He's 32 though, so it's fine. I'll look at the other ones unless they are. So I'll look at the other ones at the end of the year. Matt Ritchie, Starman. That is interesting. Like I said, the only question I have is he a left or is he a right? I have no problem starting him, especially as he's two-footed. He may well start over Atsu. So I think Perez may be better off the left. I may play Ritchie right, Perez left, Atsu back up, Murphy back up. See how we get on. I like two-footed players a lot over the one-footed players. I think they just score and create more. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we'll leave. He's off the shortlist, right? Good. Yeah, they accepted that. Is there any more on the list? Yednak, he's not a bad player. Getting on. I quite liked him in real life. I was surprised Palace let him go. He's a bit of a very useful tool. See, that's the other thing. If I'm going for Dada, when I've got a kid that will probably be better than him in long term, who I'm going to put in the reserves and let grow, then do I really need Dada? We'll see. We'll offer him a contract, but I'm not going mad with it. He'll probably want important first, and I'm not giving him that. Players seem to progress and grow a lot better when you give them a squad and let them just sort of. See, look, that's hilarious. Well, there you go. Where did he go to? Austria. Perhaps I gave him important first. It's no great loss. It's annoying because it's just a body for free in a position we need, but I wasn't going to go mad getting a player on a free with silly wages, especially as he was hardly going to play. Yeah, a lot of bids coming in for Dada now. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, what's going on with this fucking coach? Oh, look, even you've got tons of kids coming through. So it didn't come. It doesn't look like he's going to turn up, the coach I went for, so we're going to have to look for a new tactical coach. Flamini, hold up. Sorry, I just saw something. 33. Jesus. He's actually not bad. He's one-footed, but when's he 34? Not till the end of the year. Maybe he's a last resort. I don't know. I don't know. Let's look for a tactical coach first. Ah, some decent ones now. Where have all these come from? Right, first things first. Oh, that's why I haven't. Okay. We'll keep it simple for now. I'm not going nuts with the stats. Really, not one. Great. Wow, I can't believe this. Let's do that, let's do that. Okay. He was a bit of a brute of his technical coach in this. He's better at outfield rather than tactics. That's interesting. If you don't remember him in real life, he was a very aggressive left back. Kind of was looking for someone with better, like a fitness-based. Oh, come on, really? I can't go much lower than that. That's ridiculous for going much lower than that. Wow. Who are you? General, maybe for deploy man. I don't play man marking, but yeah, he's not good. He's not good. None of these are any good. Jesus. Okay, let's have a look at our scouts, because maybe. Are any of these determined? He's not bad. Again, these are all fitness-based scouts. Are generally all fitness-based. They all lack determination. That's the problem. Okay, maybe it's Robbo. Termination 20. I may just go for it and get him player coach. Everton want him as well, so, and they've bid already. Damn it. Come on. Right, training starts soon. Normally 1st of August, whack people on training, or full training anyway. They should all already be on their medium training that the computer presets, which allows them to get to 100% by the beginning of August. So yeah, come on, really. Let's have a look at something. No, you can't play Holden. I was thinking about converting Moreno into a Holden midfielder. As much as he's got some lovely stats, he's got the stats he actually lacks are the ones for Holden midfielders, and he can't tackle, his positioning's poor, and his marking's poor. But he's tall and he works hard, but yeah. And I'll be honest, when you add people on to a different training, you train them to a different position, it kind of like, it does stop them from growing their stats whilst they're doing it. They don't progress as quickly. And maybe for an older player, it's not the end of the world because they're pretty much developed. But for a young player, you just want him to develop and then see how he fits in. Right, training. I keep mine very simple. Strikers going one. What are you going to be? Yeah, I'll leave you on the midfield. Okay, strikers going one. Everyone else goes in the other. I used to go really in depth with my training, but I don't anymore because I don't find it makes that much of a difference, to be honest. As long as they are training hard, because I don't. I have everyone but strikers on tactics, intense tactics, and then skills, fitness, and shooting are evenly balanced out. I could probably take shooting down a little bit, but I still value shooting training. And then my strikers are generally just goal hangers. I just want them scoring goals. That's all. So they're just intense shooting, and then normal the rest, and that's it really. And then goalkeepers do their goalkeeper thing. But yeah, like I say, I used to go really in depth with it all, and it really didn't make much difference. So, and also putting the general one to my basic when new players turn up, instead of having to filter them into the different training settings, they just go straight into general anyway. So with the populace, and it's only the strikers you have to filter out, but they're still training hard if you forget. Right, yeah, financial status is good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Was that me that rejected? Yeah. Be honest, I think they're getting a bit greedy. I'm not even fussed about getting him, but I want to see what he wants because you never know. Yeah, sure. If you've watched my sibling rivalry, I've signed Desart in that one, and he's become a world-class midfielder. So I've made him a holder midfielder as well because he's got all the stats. So that is interesting. I do like this boy. It's the only problem with Richie. I'm going to play him, but Atsu's technique is 15, and Richie's technique is only 13, which is quite poor. But Richie has some really nice other stats, so maybe I mean, Newcastle fans, you may know better than me, but Perez I know is normally number 10, but I'm going to play him off one of the wings, but I don't know which is better, left or right, so We'll have to try him out on both, maybe. Come on. Yeah, no Europe to worry about in this session, which is it's nice in the first season because you haven't got to go nuts and fill your squad up and your reserves with options, but you can just sort of buy and sell as you go along. And I've never been one for wholesale changes, really. Oh, nice, sweet player coach. Yep. I may have to lie to him. You're 38. You must agree to back up. Oh, fuck off, really. I may not get him. I don't like lying to him. He'll have a little bit of signing on. Got enough money. Still cheap. Dada, you want? There you go, squad. Let's give it that. It's not terrible. You'll notice I'm offering even numbers because I'm just anal. Really, really, strange like that. Maybe I will get Dada. He's just a really good player, a really good option for the future. He may not be first choice, but in the long run, that is. But he's better than some of the lads you've got, and he's not stupid money. And we need as many good value for money players as we can get. We want to fill our squad up with players that are good in their positions. They may not be worldies, but they're good value for money. And then once we get to a point where we're like, right, we've got 22 to 33 really solid players that are competing well, and then you start selling them for good money and bringing in the world class ones. Okay, so we've got some youngsters come through on the searches. We only want determined players. He's a winger who's got no pace or balance. Okay, it's not the worst, to be fair. He's one-footed, which is bad, but it's the technique. The rest of it can develop quite well, and technique will come up. But from 5, nah. Again, not bad, not bad. 19, and he's actually going to be 20 soon, and you need to be a lot better than that for a 20-year-old. Soon to be 20-year-old. So nothing really there. I was looking for maybe like an 18, 17-year-old who's like quite developed for his age, who still needs a lot of work, but he's got the basic stats, so you can throw him in the reserves. I've done that now, yeah. What's up with you? Oh, okay, find out how to adjust. Well, if someone bids, mate, you can go. Come on, Paul. You know you want to come to Newcastle, mate. I've never been to Newcastle before. I don't think any of the updates I've ever played. Oh, I got him. Sweet, that's a coach sorted. And I didn't have to lie to him. Sweet. Yeah, I've never been to Newcastle before, so this is quite nice for me. Club I've quite liked, always had a lot of potential. I'm a massive Rafa fan, so yeah, gutted to have got him in the second this one by taking the job, but still, yeah, you'll go back up in reserves. And just put you on coaching. I'm going to give everyone 3 jobs to do. We'll do. Who else have we got? I may put you on. Your lovely stats. Beardsley. I may put Beardsley help out with goalkeeping, coaching whilst doing shooting. You can help out with tactics. I've got you. I'm hoping will develop. You two are pretty useless, really. You've got good discipline, so let's get you a bit of fitness with it. And anyone else good? You've got. Oh, actually, no. Robinson for sure. What do I want you on? Shooting or skills? General and general. You do skills. You do shooting. Yeah, I think so. I'll leave it like that for now. Everyone's got a few things to crack on with, and I've got at least 3 helping out in each area, which is fairly good balance. I hope. Let's see how we get on. Any other players turning up? He's not bad, Matty James. He's in real life he looks like a right unit, big lump, but jumping to 10 suggests he's not that big in this, which is not great or not right. Any other new developments, if you like? Yeah, I was looking at Flamini potentially, but I don't think I'll bother. Without Europe, if I had European games, I definitely would. But in this one, I can mix and match with the centre halves a bit. And I've got, by next season, I'll have a couple of kids that he's already developed. Look, a lot of his stats have jumped up nicely already. So, and he's learnt he's learnt basic English in like less than a month, which means he's settling in really quick, which is lovely. Yeah, come next year, he'll be an option. And I hope we do the same with Desart, because really you got a lot of good, not a lot of great players, but some solid players at Newcastle. So, but you're just looking to, yeah, whatever. Yeah, you're just looking to add as you go along and buy and sell little by little. You make too many changes unless you're playing attacking mentality or one of the broken formations, like one of the really top formations, the Wib formations, which I'm not touching on there because it just makes it too easy. Yeah, if you're not playing one of those, you're playing a balanced game. You really need players to settle in, find their feet, because they're not going to hit the ground running, which is quite realistic to the most part, which is what I try. I try and just keep the game as realistic as possible, to be honest. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as I thought it might be, the squad. I think it will be efficient, I hope. The problem I have is Lascelles is the obvious captain as well, because yeah, I rate him really highly in real life. I think he's a quality defender, good attitude. He's big, he's strong, he's fast, and he's aggressive. But in the way I play centre half, struggle to get really good ratings. But I might have to go for him anyway. Can't we gonna get to the first game? Dummett's back, good. His stamina has gone up, pace has gone up, lovely, perfect. Yeah, 20 for influence. His stats have gone up. Hopefully that means I've got the right coaches in and get them doing the right things, because everyone's stats are jumping up, which is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I think he's going to be a good little player for me in this one. Yeah, I like that keeper as well. I think Gale, even though it doesn't look like much, I think he's going to be really useful, especially away from home. And Mitrovic more at home when I'm maybe dominating games a bit more. But Gale's going to be really good on the break. I may start with Mitrovic and bring Gale on if it's not working, kind of thing. Try and knock the door down with Mitrovic, or what was that for? That's the 4 I've already looked at, is it? No, it's not, to be fair. Left back, 19 for determination is great, but he's 18, he turns 19 in about 4 months. But bravery for a defender, no aggression, yeah, he's just not good enough. He's not bad, but again, no bravery, no balance for a midfielder. Again, not good enough. Hopefully, after a year of, I mean, we can give it 6 months with Paul Robinson because he's on 14 grand in the reserves as a backup, which again isn't crazy money. I'm never going to play him, But after about even maybe after about 3 months, you can offer him a new contract as a pure coach, and the wage will be cut right down, and he'll come off your squad list. He'll just go straight into the coaching. But yeah, the kiddie striker, yeah. Okay. Recommended 30, really. Any more for any more? Doesn't look like it. What I'll do as well, I won't limit that to. I want to see the big screen, so not a bad player at all. Better than what we've got, but again, not as good as we want. Even Callum Wilson, he'd score a load of goals. He's unhappy as well. I've seen him bang goals in this version. He's two-footed, he's rapid, he's off the ball is good, his finishing is good, he's got balance, bravery's poor, and his technique's poor. If these were just like, if that was, bravery was even 10, or technique was 15, 16, I'd be snapping him up, but I could probably get him for about 5 million, and he would do a job, but for me, he's kind of a bit like Dwight Gale, with that pace and off the ball. So we're looking for better, really. I like this guy. He has a lot of attributes, but he's a defender for me because he's not got a lot of technique. So he was not a midfielder, but he's got no positioning and tackling or height, so won't be touching him. Ooh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. He's in their B team. This guy's got a lot of potential. His pace can come up with his stamina, but off the ball passing, creativity, balance, technique, yeah, definitely worth having a look. The problem is he's only got 5 caps. He may not get a work permit, but it's definitely worth looking at. Troy Deeney is 29. We don't want older players. We're looking to build. Charlie Austin, like I said, I may have said earlier, you can get him for about 6 million and two-footed. He's just a really good all-rounder. But again, we ideally want to build for the future, so we're not chopping and changing squads every year. Yeah, he used to be brilliant in one of the last updates, but he's not. He's nowhere near as good in these ones. Him, do you know what? It's a strange one. He could actually probably do a decent enough job at right back. And he's young, English, 22. Lacks a bit of aggression, but he's got a solid all-round game. And our right back is retiring well, not retiring, but he's going in a year. Maybe we get him in now and develop him and not use him much. Not sure about that one. I rate this boy in real life. They're giving him like pace of 12 in this one. He does develop faster, but I think he's a cracking player. Okay, Wendell, who the fuck? Some not bad players on the list now, I'm not going to lie. Fraser Forster, what? I don't think he actually, yeah, no, I'm not touching him. Trust me, I've been Liverpool loads. You don't want to be him. You don't want him coming. But he's not bad at all. He's one-footed, but I think it's just because he's at Mines. He's interested. It could probably cost a fortune. I got bitten with him. I signed him in a recent game, and he never developed at all. And he needs to be any good. So I don't know about that one. I think I'll leave it this time. Decore lacks the work rate, but he's a good player. Again, lacks the work rate, but good player. He's not a bad left back, but I don't think they'd sell him on the cheap, and he's a bit old. Who? Terrible player. Never heard of you. Terrible. Great. Okay. Decent youngster, but nah. Who? Oh, he's ex-Chelsea, isn't he? Yeah. Nah, not good enough. Bit slow, bit short. Lewis Cook, I really like him. I think he's so close to being a good player. I'm sure I've mentioned that before in one of these games. But yeah. Bell, he's not bad. Just a bit slow, which isn't good. Right, I'm going to actually, before I actually commit to maybe getting Callum Chambers in cheaply, let's see what other options there are. We're looking for a bit of pace. Nothing amazing because they will develop first season quite a lot, but enough. We'll take these down just for basics. Aggression, balance, positioning, marking. I do want jumping. What is there? Nah, I don't want you. He's never that bad, this kid, but he's old now. In one of the older versions, when he was younger, you could get me to do a good job. Now, Naeem, he's actually so overrated in this, but unless they accept something like that, I won't buy him at 29. But his stats are like work rate 17, determination 17, bravery 17, pace, marking off the ball, jumping, tackling. He's got it all, and yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, Callum Chambers, I'm pretty sure, because he's got aggression of 9. He does come under this bracket, which is nice, and he's got a lot of nice stats as well. Determination is quite low, which I really don't like. But let's see what he says. I'm not overly fussed about getting him, and I'm in no rush. But fullbacks are really hard to get good ones. And Manquillo, he's not bad, but lacks a lot of stats. Again, this whole squad will be overhauled. It will just be piece by piece rather than in one quick go. And as much as Callum Chambers won't be world class, he'll be a solid backup. And he's at a good age. They'll accept that, really. Nice. Okay. No, you ain't coming as important. No, you ain't getting all that. You can go fuck yourself. You accept that, and that, and we can talk. You ain't getting a minimum fee. If you don't want to come, I ain't that fast. That's the beauty of the position we're in. He's unhappy. If you want to join, join. Going places. That's what we're doing. We're going places. You want to be part of it? Oh, that's a shame. Because he would be. Let's scout him as well, just in case. But let's offer 7 million. I didn't check. He's 2-footed, right? Dada. He's 2-footed. Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah, 21. They want the full value. Oh, you can have nearly the full value. How about that? No, you ain't having that. I might be in a bit tight because this is the new values. That is only 19k, and a club the size of Newcastle could probably afford to pay this really easy. I'll give you the wages, but you ain't having a signing on. You can have nearly half. Desart, lovely. Let's get the kid in. Hot prospect, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. So he was at Naeem. He's bollocks. Don't care. Leave you. Oh shit, the video's getting a bit long. Alright guys, I'm gonna leave it here for now. And yeah. And like, subscribe, comment, any suggestions. Even if you just want to take the piss, go for it, I don't care. Yeah, and we'll be back soon for the next one. Cheers guys. Bye.